That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy. Because essentially now, you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 49 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. If we're going to take the ball, they won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons kicking it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Samuel. Touchdown, Eagles! Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come and try to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Murray's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 31 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, 49ers 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 9. Here we go, here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Swinging this out for Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles 21, 49ers 9.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go,
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
But there's no doubt in my mind, we're in for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start it off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
They'll start by running the option to the right. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Murray on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray keeps it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. Pushes him over. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this out past the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Now Murray off play action. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Zeke going to get it on the option. They find some open field here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On the double. On the ball.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, a run with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now back to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Try to run it with Patterson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. After the turnover, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. First play and a first pass for Murray. And his first look is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 26. To throw, it's Murray. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On play action, it's Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First down, Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll drop to throw. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you know, the psyche of these quarterbacks can be very fragile at times. We wonder how he'll react now. Pick-6 on the very first throw for him of the game.
And I think his teammates are just staring at him right now, wanting to know what his psyche is. They're going to check his body language. They're going to see how he reacts. Best thing he can do is probably go to the bench and crack a joke. Just let him know, I'm okay. We're going to be fine, because he has to bounce back from it. But if he takes it too seriously, he's probably going to go right in the tank.
From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Herbert to start the drive. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Amari Cooper, 45 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drop.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here's a give to Herbert.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Mexico City. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Murray now on first down. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Amari Cooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're ahead by just a field goal. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is intercepted. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. It's a tie score, 6 points apiece. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. Your opponent has the ball on their 20-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Gabriel Davis,
42 yards.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On play action. It's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Draw play, Etienne. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Murray from midfield. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Eagles. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
we are underway in Buffalo. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Etienne once more. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Murray now. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Murray. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. A give running right, Etienne. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First and goal at the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now a first down throw, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Khalil Mack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Flush to his right. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. To throw is Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Samuel.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
To throw is Fields.
They'll find his running back. It's Emmitt Smith.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one.